Hey everyone, I'm Pauline Newman, Head Judge for FMG International, and I am here with our four-time world champion and FMG Thailand show director, Asha Coulthard.
Hi everyone.
Firstly, congratulations on an amazing show, but
Thank
not
you.
only on the show, but for the whole experience here in Bangkok, Thailand. It's been absolutely amazing, and no stone was left unturned. Like everything for the athletes, and to stay here in Bangkok's been amazing. How did it feel putting it all together?
Overwhelming. But honestly, it just having this week all come to life has just been so incredibly, I feel blessed. It's like from the host hotel to the media night to the show day, it's just all been very streamlined and successful. So
yeah, and I feel like everyone's come together as this real community. Like the girls have been out shopping together, the guys were dancing around backstage together. Like it's been really
beautiful. Like the guys have all been going to the gym together, and obviously we have the gym here at the host, and everyone's been at the pool, saunas. It's just been this real community feel at the host as well. So
yes,
and then backstage and show day was like a complete vibe.
Yeah, and everything ran so smoothly. So you had a really good team.
It did.
Doing all the work. Was it what you imagined it would be?
No, it wasn't, because I think the biggest thing is that I was new to it, my team was new to it, we were all going in new, so I thought that it was going to be extremely overwhelming and stressful, and but it wasn't. My team was amazing. Everything was flawless. We didn't have any stress with backstage or finding athletes. Athletes were all on time and listening, and it was incredible.
Yeah, it was an amazing show. It had such a good feel for it. So well done. You should be so proud of yourself.
Yeah, very proud.
Any advice for people thinking of coming and doing FMG Thailand next year with travelling or anything to encourage them to think, hey, I'm going to come give Thailand a go?
I mean, the travel was easy for all our athletes. There was no issues in terms of, food or, gyms or anything like that. Everything was very streamlined. For an athlete, Bangkok and Thailand was the place to be. Everything is just super convenient, super accessible. In terms of language barriers, it is quite difficult. So get your translating apps ready. That is my only key point. But in terms of everything else, there was nothing else to be concerned about. It felt like home.
Yeah, and the host hotel was amazing because it's got the full kitchen for everyone, laundry, everything you could need. But then you also had a meal prep company as well, which made it.
Yes, which just made it very easy. You could literally order within the hour and have it delivered in the hour. So, everything was just super, super convenient.
Amazing. So, do we have a date for next year's Thailand show yet?
We do.
We do have a date. What was the date? I can't remember now. I know you told me. It is.
To be confirmed, but it's pretty set, October 17.
Next year. Everyone be ready for it. It's a pretty cool place. If you love shopping, here's the place to come to.
It's very exciting.
Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome, Dasha. We're going to run through some chit-chat about the top 3 placings in each category. Amazing. But congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the rest of your contest prep for FMG Worlds. So now I'm joined with Joey Cantlin, who was head judge for FMG Thailand shows. How did you like the show, Joey?
Yeah, it was awesome. I thought Asha did such a good job. You would swear that she's been a promoter for years, the way it was ran, so clean, so efficient. The stage was beautiful. The back screen was just amazing. So, it was a great show, and we had a lot of really, really good talent with the competitors. So it was fun to judge.
Did you like Bangkok?
Yes, I love Thailand. I think Thailand's awesome. So,
yeah. Awesome. Well, let's get started into the categories.
Yep.
We'll start off with our first category for the night show, which was amateur wellness model. And the competitor that we had in that was competitor number 118, Lana Maouf. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, so please, I'm sorry, Lana, if I've said that the wrong way. What did you think of Lana?
I thought Lana was nice. She has a really, really nice overall structure. You can see that the leg shape is there. She had a beautiful bikini. I just think she needs to probably come in a little bit leaner next time. But like I said, the structure's there. Come in a little bit leaner. Try and build a little bit more muscle in accordance with the criteria.
Yeah.
And another thing as well is posing can improve.
Yeah.
I did find that she didn't look so confident on stage in the morning show. Yeah. By the time she got to the evening show, she was much more confident. She was moving a little bit better. So maybe it's a confidence thing as well.
Yeah, it looked beautiful on stage and has the potential, like you say,
Absolutely,
with that
yeah.
extra bit of muscle and that extra bit of conditioning. But definitely loved her look on stage, just with those
for sure.
minor improvements in the years to come. Okay, moving on to our pro wellness model, we had competitor 114, Tammy Hall, taking out the crown in that. And Tammy is actually a plus 35 competitor, so she's not in her 20s, so she looks amazing for her age, like the envy of many people. What did you think of Tammy?
She's got great proportions for wellness. Obviously, she's doing pro wellness. Still probably needs to build a little bit more size in the legs, but overall structure is there. She's quite well put together. Can still come in a little bit leaner as well.
I agree.
But again, like it's all there. Just got to keep adding on to it, come in a bit bigger, come in a bit leaner. And that's what it's like. That's what it's about being a pro, is just got to keep getting better. So.
Yeah, and she's quite polished on stage. I think the blue bikini looked really nice against the dark hair. For the night show, she had the nice gold handpiece. A seasoned competitor with us and now a crown winner. But I look forward to seeing her at her next show because she has got a follow-on show in 4 weeks. So I think she'll come in
and
more
usually
conditioned
people
again.
bounce back like after, improve in follow-up shows because then they get a chance to get some feedback. They can see how they looked on stage and it'd be good to see her with some improvements.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Tammy in another couple of weeks on stage. So next into our categories was amateur bikini athletic model, and in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 102 Amy Button. And in second place was 109 Jade Brasington, and in third place 108 Brittany Mayer. What did you think of the winner, Amy?
Amy was really good. I've actually seen Amy compete at other shows before as well, and this was by far the best she's ever looked, and the best she's just ever presented in general. She looked a lot more confident than I've seen her at previous shows. Her smile was big and beaming, which was great, but her physique was really, really in line with the criteria. I would say the only thing that I would point to for her to improve is just her lower body in the rear shots. A little bit more glute density and tighten up a little bit from the rear. But those front and those side shots were just out of control. So good.
I agree. I think that bit more conditioning in through the glutes and hamstrings in the lower body. No more size. I don't think she needs any more size through the upper body.
Absolutely.
I think that's spot on, just refining that lower body. But I think she had a really good look and was awarded pro status. So I'm not sure if she's got a follow-on show, but hopefully she does now go and make a pro debut from
she's got potential to make some noise in a pro show. So
definitely. And in second place, competitor number 109, Jade Brasington. And this was a follow-on show for Jade. I think she's just got a beautiful, beautiful look.
She was a standout look for me across the day. Like she was very impressive. Her conditioning was so good. She just needs more size for athletic.
Yeah, just that touch too small.
She's in a bit of a tough spot. And I did talk to her coach briefly after the show. I said she's kind of in between bikini and bikini athletic. But the good thing is, with a competitor like that who shows great conditioning, that condition is never going to be a problem. So you literally just go all in on trying to build muscle. So she was very polished from conditioning, posing, presentation. She just had such a great look.
Yeah, and I think like conditioning-wise was too lean for what bikini is, but she is very small. So it's whether you want to back off and go into something like bikini, but I think she might like that conditioning because she's quite conditioned, just to have that time to build some more size.
And if you can get that conditioned, why not? Show it off.
Definitely. Just that bit more size, bit more fullness, but definitely pro potential there. And third place was 108, which was Brittany Mayer? Mayer?
Yes. I'm not sure.
Sorry, Brittany. I just think a bit more density overall and a bit more conditioning.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And I noted that I loved her suit.
Yeah.
I even saw her backstage and I was like, love that bikini. The colour was perfect.
Yeah, it looked so good on her. Yeah. Awesome. Great lineup and new pro in that category. Moving on to bikini athletic 35 plus. In first place and new FMG pro was competitor 103 Samantha Langtree. I loved her reaction on stage. Her reaction on stage when she was awarded that pro status was amazing. She was in such disbelief, and it's like so good to see. What did you think of Samantha?
I thought Samantha was on point for bikini athletic. I think that level of condition and muscularity is exactly what we're looking for. The only things I think that she can improve on are small things. So when she walks to the rear of the stage, making sure it's just a little bit smoother so there's less movement in the glutes. And then in her side shots, just keeping a bit tighter in her midsection.
Yeah.
She could maybe be a smidge leaner in the rear shot, but overall, I thought she was like pretty on point from a physique perspective.
Yeah, I agree with being aware how you walk to the back of the stage, because the judges are always looking at how someone looks when they walk to the back of the stage. I don't think she needs any more size for bikini athletic, but I think if she just came in that bit tighter, it would maybe streamline her that
Agreed.
little bit more. And yeah, the walking with the glutes, being aware of that. But a great look and well-deserved new FMG Pro. In second place, we had competitor 111 Courtney Dixon. I think Courtney had a great bikini choice at this show.
Yep.
More conditioning needed. She didn't look as lean at this show as she has in previous shows.
Yeah, I thought the upper body was not too bad, but her lower body still needs to come up. And if she can bring her lower body up to the same level of conditioning in her upper body, she'll be like right up there at the top. So,
yeah. Looks amazing in a lineup plus 35.
For sure.
Looking forward to seeing her on stage again. And in third place was competitor 110 Chantham Kim, who also did our transformation makeover category.
So impressive with the transformation.
Yeah,
really
has lost
good.
so much weight, looks so amazing and just beautiful on stage. I really liked her
absolutely.
look, Moving on to our pro bikini athletic model category, we had in first place and new crown winner for FMG Thailand was competitor number 113, Samantha Wicks. She looked amazing.
Yep.
What do you have to say about Samantha?
It's so hard to give someone like Sam feedback because, I mean, I sat there thinking, what can I pick on?
Yes.
Because as a judge, it's our job to give these competitors constructive criticism and give them things to work on so they can be better. But at this point, she's I don't want to say perfect, but there's not much she can get better apart from maybe, and this is like such a nitpick, is more volume in her hair. And that's the smallest thing. It probably doesn't matter, but that was the only thing. She was very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I loved the red bikini on her. I think to make sure that she has said that she is actually weighing heavier on stage than she did at previous shows, but she is doing multiple shows, so make sure you're not losing that much needed muscle. But she's got a beautiful shape and structure and the ultimate professional on stage, just so polished.
Moves very
well. What can you say about her? I think this is her third crown. I believe it's her third crown.
Possibly
She's got
more to come, I think.
UK crown, she's got the LA crown and now the Thailand crown. So
deservedly so.
An absolutely amazing look. And in second place was competitor number 112, Karsha Kaputsa, who actually took out the crown in the plus 35 pro bikini athletic, who still looked amazing. She's got amazingly firm skin as well.
Oh, yeah.
For someone
Super
who
impressive.
is over 35. So an amazing, great look for bikini athletic. I think with Karsha moving forward with bikini athletic is a little bit more size and a bit more conditioning.
Yeah, a bit more conditioning probably in the lower body. And also with her posing, just try and make her waist look a little bit smaller. There was a couple of poses when she was side on, she was turning a bit to the front. So trying to stay side on so your waist looks a bit tighter. But I agree. She was very impressive.
Yeah. So then moving on to our Pro 35 Plus bikini, Karsha was the winner and looked absolutely amazing. In second place, we had competitor 106, Hayley Perry, who was super, super shredded.
The leanest competitor of the day, even out of the guys. She was like see-through.
So Hayley that's more conditioned than we do want to see for bikini athletic.
Of course, yes.
But then looking overall and who we had to judge from on stage, she still did deserve second place in that particular lineup.
She still posed well. She still has a fantastic shape. She still, presented well. So even though she was probably a little bit too conditioned, way too conditioned for the category, she still ticked a lot of other boxes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And in third place, we had competitor 107, Trudy Coombs, who also competed in the pro fitness category. I think size-wise, Trudy's more fitness than she is bikini athletic, but still deserving of third place out of this particular lineup.
Totally agree.
And
I also thought she looked a little bit better at the night show too.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best her physique has looked on stage. And I know she is going to be doing FMG World, so it'll be interesting to see how she comes up in another 6 weeks' time. Okay, so moving on to our men's fitness category, we had in first place competitor number 115, Samet Gula,
Yep.
Probably saying it wrong again. Sorry, Sammy. And Sammy also did a crossover and did the men's physique category. And at this show, we awarded him a pro status in the men's physique category.
Yep.
What did you think of Sammy?
I thought he was great. The way he presented himself first and foremost, because that's the first thing we look at as judges is that, you come out on stage, how do you present yourself?
Yeah.
And then obviously the physique is the more important thing, but, those things matter. But I thought he was good. I think from a fitness perspective, he could still do it, but he can't get any bigger. Like
Definitely.
He's pushing that boundary, which is why we did award him pro card in physique, not fitness.
Yeah.
As far as like improvements, probably a little bit more thickness and fullness in his chest. His abs could be a little bit fuller as well, like a little bit more poppy.
Yep.
And he just needed to make sure he keeps his legs on during some of his poses. But overall, I thought he was, really, really good. And these are small tweaks.
Yeah.
These aren't, overhauling a physique. So
Exactly. And he had such great stage presence on stage.
Easy to
he
watch.
came out, he loved being there. He was
Yep.
getting the crowd going. He loved being up there. And we, as judges, love seeing the competitors loving
Yep.
being up there. I'm undecided. He did the two fitness and physique.
Yep.
It'd be interesting to see when he does make his pro debut in New Zealand, what way he's going to go, whether he wants to try and come in slightly flatter, maybe, because he's that bit rounded,
Yep.
and try and push into stay in fitness, or whether he wants to embrace physique and go in
Yeah.
physique. I think he's the smaller end of physique, but the bigger end of fitness. So
Yep.
what he wants to do, whether he wants to do both categories for the pro debut, just to see how he stacks against the pros,
Yep.
be interesting. But yeah, has a great look, and I just loved his stage presence. And in second place in men's physique, we had competitor 117 Dogan Kaya,
Yep.
who was awarded a pro status in men's muscle.
Yep.
What did you think of Dogan?
Super thick in the upper body. Really, really good chest, shoulders, and arms.
Yep.
Solid from the back. Can still get more density in the back. His legs still need like a pretty decent amount of work. They definitely need to thicken up there. But he's got kind of like a shorter, stocky frame.
Yep.
So he just looks so full and so dense, especially in the upper body. And
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for in men's muscle.
Yeah.
As far as how he presents himself, he does need to keep his midsection a lot tighter, especially in his side poses.
Yeah.
But I thought from a muscularity and conditioning standpoint, very, very impressive. Definitely a worthy recipient of pro status in men's muscle.
Yeah, and I think that across the board, more so in our male categories than the female categories, I did note for a few of the guys, be aware of the core control and keeping that
Yep.
stomach sucked in at all times, especially like when guys relax in between poses and then go into the next pose. We're always watching.
Yep.
We're always watching.
And divisions like men's physique, the emphasis on a small, tight waist is very noted.
Yeah,
That's the
definitely.
biggest difference between the physique and the men's muscle. Obviously, size matters, but that small waist is very important.
And I think with guys, I mean to girls as well, but guys as well, like when you're doing your posing, you can never pose too much or pose early enough and get that posing fitness up
Yep.
for keeping that core control really tight.
sure.
And in third place, we had competitor 116 Ricky Calder, who also did men's muscle.
Yep.
In third place, what did you think of Ricky?
A very large dude. He's got a huge frame.
Yes.
Definitely more suited to men's muscle. Still, but with that said, still needs to add a lot of size because, like I said, he is just such a big guy. He also has pretty long arms too, so that can be hard to fill out. So a lot more thickness in the chest and the arms. He had amazing quads.
Yes.
His quads were fantastic, and to balance his legs out further, add a bit more calves as well. And maybe alter his posing a little bit, even in the front shots, to try and make his waist appear a little bit smaller.
Yes.
But conditioning was fantastic. Quad size was fantastic, but just needs a little bit more density overall to be a bit more competitive in men's muscle.
Yeah, I had about the same comments. Work on building the calves, bit more arms, bit more bicep, tricep. Work on that midsection as well, and posing can also reflect a lot of that. As
Had a great
well.
lat spread. His lat spread was awesome.
Yes. So well done to our men's physique competitors. Now in our pro men's categories, we had one pro men's physique and one pro men's muscle. So the guys came out on stage together and they had fun on stage, and I love seeing the camaraderie between our guys. Guys, where are you? Get on stage. We want to see you up there. So for men's physique, we had Lucas Saynoon, and I've got that name right this time. What did you think of Lucas at the show?
pretty on point. There wasn't a lot of things you could, pin him for. He was pretty good. Condition was fantastic. His posing was great. Maybe some spots his tan was a little bit off, but overall he's pretty polished package.
Yeah,
there's not a lot I would change.
Yeah, I think he doesn't need any more size.
No,
He's
he
definitely
can't
at the top end of that. Again, I'd say be aware of the core control.
Yep.
But he always comes in on point, improves from show to show, always has the conditioning there and brings the stage presence and has fun on stage.
Yep.
He loves being up there. Yep. And it was good to see him and Jakey reacting on stage together.
Yeah, for sure.
So congratulations, Lucas, another pro title under your belt. And Jakey in pro muscle. What did you think of Jakey?
A lot of muscle. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic. I've got here great size, great condition. Could probably do a little bit more thickness in the hamstrings and glutes. Definitely needs a little bit more condition in his upper back. Also noticed his tan was getting a bit faded as the division went on. It was very hot up there, and both the lads were sweating. But I think that also played a role in Jake's condition in his rear shots.
Yeah.
But I mean, unreal, so dense. Especially his quads. His quads were just fantastic, super good condition, and I was impressed.
Yeah, I again would say about Jakey, just be aware of that core control because there were a few times I'm thinking, okay, keep that tight. There was a few poses when he turns around and does a side chest, he's almost a little bit hunched forward a little bit. I think maybe you could tweak that a little bit, but other than that, I mean, he's a great competitor, and I love that he and Lucas show up show after show and just keep getting on stage. They're not getting a pro status and sitting back waiting to compete. They're getting up and getting on the shows, and they're both doing the UK show in 2 weeks' time. So it'll be great to see them at the UK show where they're going to have some good competitors against them.
Yep, absolutely.
So well done, guys. So then we had the men's amateur muscle. Now we have talked about two of these competitors before. So first place was 117 Dogan Kaya, who we spoke about before. In second place was competitor number 120, Michael Moses. Michael is a seasoned competitor with us. He has done 6 shows with us, so I've judged him 6 times, and I think he's been second in pretty much nearly every show he has done. It's like, come on, Michael.
Yeah.
He is a big dude.
He's a large man, yeah.
I think he's, 6 foot.
6'2", 6'3", maybe taller.
Easily. Very, very tall guy.
And to have that size on you when you're that tall, it's so hard to fill out, and he's still projected a lot of size. So
what would be your feedback from Michael?
His condition was very good overall. I thought he looked even better at the night show. He came in a little bit tighter. He still needs to get a little bit more condition in his legs and a little bit more size in his arms and his legs. But great chest density, great round arms and delts as well. Very impressive. Like I said, for a guy that tall, it's so hard to look big, and if you can do it, then it just increases your odds of doing well in men's muscles. So
on such a tall frame, it is hard to add that extra size and thickness. What can you do other than try and get shorter? That's not possible. But keep building. I know he is going to be doing his pro debut at Worlds, so it'll be interesting to see how he looks. I always say you can never not be lean enough as a guy. Maybe push that conditioning a bit more for the pro level, but well-deserved second place and new pro Michael Moses. We couldn't not give him a pro card with this. And in third place, we had Ricky, who we discussed before, Ricky Calder in third place. Now moving on to our next category was our amateur bikini model. And in first place and new FMG pro was competitor number 126, Madison Mullany. What did you think of Madison? She looked beautiful with the white bikini on stage.
She was fantastic. First thing I wrote down, great energy. She looked like she was having fun. Great smile, great hair, makeup, all that stuff was nailed. Loved her suit. It was really, really nice.
And she actually mentioned to us at the pro meeting when she was awarded her pro status, that was actually part of her wedding dress or her wedding veil, and she made her bikini.
Very impressive.
That's so cool that it was something from her wedding and now she's made her bikini out of it. So loved that. I think her conditioning was really good.
Point.
I would not come in any leaner for bikini category.
I'd add a little bit more delts and just a little bit more in the leg. So glutes were really good, but to just further round out her physique, a little bit more shoulders, a little bit more legs, quads and hamstrings. But overall, she was a standout. She was really, really good.
Yeah, well-deserved pro. And in second place, we had 125 Kayla Grievesmo. So, Kayla, what did you think of her?
I thought she was great, and I thought she actually pushed Maddie. Like
I agree.
It was actually pretty close, and I know that we had to have a discussion
Yes,
about it.
yep,
Both were very impressive. I think Kayla could probably get a little bit more size overall and just a little bit more condition. But I loved her bikini. I loved the way she hit her poses.
Yep.
She presented herself really well. So just a few little improvements around the fringes, and I think she's going to be super competitive at the next show.
Yeah, she looked beautiful on stage. And when we sometimes say with bikini, you just need a little bit more size, what the more size means is not that you're wanting to be overly muscular, but it gives more shape and
more
curves.
Shape. Yep.
It's more curves to the body rather than looking so streamlined, just that bit more of an hourglass look. So when we say more size for bikini girls, it's going to give that more shape and curves.
More hourglass, yeah.
Yeah. And in third place, we had competitor 124, Kate Cowley.
Yep.
What did you think of Kate?
Thought she was good. I think, again, like I got another note, like loved the bikini. These girls like nailed their bikinis. I thought every bikini on the day was fantastic.
Yeah,
there wasn't
beautiful.
any bikinis that I saw that I was like, oh, maybe choose another one. They were all fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was noted. Just needs a little bit more shoulders, glutes, a little bit more condition.
Yeah.
But again, like similar to Kayla, like just improvements around the fringes. She's on the right track.
Yeah, definitely. Just that bit more shape and curves, I think.
That was a very competitive division.
It was. It was a great lineup. So next up we had amateur bikini model, 35 plus, and in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 128, Rosemary Irvine. And Rosemary actually also won and was awarded pro status in the plus 45 as well. So how good does she look for being plus 45, firstly?
She was unreal, and her condition stood out as soon as she got on stage, like nice and sharp, still in line or in accordance with the bikini criteria as well. Great energy, great bikini. Yeah, I don't really have too much feedback for her. She was pretty on point.
Yeah, I think could just improve the stage walk a bit more upbeat and to the music on stage, like just take it up a pace, just that bit more fluidity for the pro stage. And yeah, I think she is doing a follow-on show. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I think she is, yeah. I ran into her this morning.
While you're in shape, why not keep going and make that pro debut? And in third place, we had competitor number 127, Vanessa Puglisi. What did you think of Vanessa?
Yeah, good. Presented well. Just needs to bring in the legs a little bit more, that's all. Yeah, but presented really well. Thought she had a nice look, so.
Yeah, I think with Vanessa, work on that stage presentation, speed up the T-walk, was maybe at each point on the T-walk, too many poses at each spot. And I don't know why, but we seem to find it in the plus 35 and plus 45 categories. The ladies seem to walk slower and do more poses at each spot on the T-walk. So ladies in the 35 and 45 plus, please stick to the criteria, what we have asked. Keep the pace of the walk to the music and 2 poses per spot on the T-walk.
Absolutely.
Okay, so moving into the bikini plus 45, we had our 2 ladies that we've already discussed. First place, Rosemary, and second place was Vanessa. So moving on now to our pro bikini model open
biggest lineup
category, the biggest, and it was a tough lineup.
Oh, it was so impressive. All these girls were so good, and it's so challenging but fun as a judge.
Yeah, it's good, but it's bad because we love seeing a good lineup, but it's like, oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to judge. So in first place and new FMG Thailand Pro Champion is competitor number 132, Melissa Green. Now, Melissa is no stranger to our shows. She has been competing for many years across many different federations and has competed in so many of our shows alone. So it was really good to see her finally take out a crown. I think this is the best she has ever looked.
By far. It was a full circle moment because I actually met Mel in 2015, back when I did my first prep.
Yeah.
And she was doing one of her first preps as well. And over the years, like I've seen her compete in so many different shows, so many different federations, have so many looks. And this one was by far the best, like nailed the criteria. She was full. She was, she had great tightness and firmness in her muscles and her condition. Her posing was perfect. Loved the suit.
Loved the bikini colour choice. Amazing.
Yeah, I think if she can just almost hold that look and try and bring that for future shows and not go too far away from that, that'll be spot on and she'll remain competitive. Yeah,
and she's such a seasoned competitor and we've seen her compete. I've judged every show she's done with us. and she always just misses the mark on show day. Like you're either a little bit too soft, and then the next show it's that little bit too lean. She's never hit it right. This was the perfect look for her, and it was a perfect look for bikini. Firm in all the right places without going too lean. I agree. Loved the bikini choice. A few times, because she's quite narrow in the hips, the bikini cut slipped down a little bit lower on the hip. So I think just be aware to keep that up higher on the hips. But she just looked beautiful on stage, and I think it was perfect look for bikini. So well done, Mel. In second place was competitor number 133, Erin James. I loved Erin's colour and bikini choice for this show. It was beautiful.
Yep, I think because Mel and Erin's were quite similar in colour, and they both popped so much. I was a big fan of both their looks.
And it's funny because one's dark-haired, one's blonde, but they both looked amazing in that similar colour. Erin, I really like this look for her on stage. I think she really looked like she wanted to be on stage at this show. She was confident. She looked like she loved being up there, and I love seeing that with competitors. I think she was just that bit off in the glutes and hamstring area. She just needed that little bit more, but still an amazing package.
Still, like her shape is just so in line with what we want in the bikini criteria. Just a little bit more conditioning, and she's right there. Everything is there. You know, the posing, great smile, great bikini. You know, her shape is fantastic. Just get a little bit leaner, and she's cooking. She's good to go.
Yeah, and I know she has got follow-on shows, and I do believe, having seen Erin in the past, first show was a little bit off, the next show nailed it. So I know Erin has it in her to bring a better package at the next show, but loved everything that I saw on stage. The hair, the makeup, the bikini all looked amazing, and the stage presence was really good as well. So
and this is
well
why it's
done.
important to do, you know, more than one show. You know, do your first show, get the feedback, assess how you look, and then make the improvements and go from there. And if she can bounce back and bring an improved package to her next show, I don't see why she's not up at the top again.
Yeah, and she definitely pushed Mel to that finish line.
It was still really close.
Right until the last second on stage, we were still turning those girls. I think we turned them 5 or 6 times at the night show. Just to have a look at that again.
I would say to Erin, like it took, you know, like obviously this is the best we've ever seen Mel. It took Mel's absolute best to get in front of her. So if you're Erin, you feel pretty good about that. You know, it's impressive to come second to someone who was so good on the day. So,
definitely. Great standard. And in third place was competitor number 135, Delvine Lumbera. What did you think of Delvine?
Super nice fullness and super like firm through like glutes, hamstrings, shoulders, like pretty much nailed everything in that respect. I just think she could be a touch leaner, but her fullness and her shape and her presence was great. Again, I feel like a broken record, but love the bikini. So.
I was going to say the same thing. Great choice. I think she's got a great structure for bikini. I agree, a touch more conditioning, but beautiful, just a beautiful girl, beautiful skin, beautiful bikini choice, beautiful hair, beautiful posing. I think that touch more conditioning, and that's going to be a tough top 3 to judge if they're all doing a follow-on show and they're all
absolutely
that touch better.
And I've got to say, like this category in general was just, well, this class, it was so competitive. Like having to put someone in 9th place was really hard because at any other show, they could be in the top 3.
Exactly.
You know? And all of these girls had something so impressive. So I'm looking forward to seeing all these girls who follow up.
Yeah, definitely. What a great lineup. Very tough on us judges.
Yeah.
But we got there in the end.
We even had to, like, you know, make sure at the night show, which is not something we often do. So
Yeah. So well done, ladies. You should all be really, really proud of your placings there. So then moving on to Pro Bikini 35 plus. And in first place and a second crown for the night was competitor 132, Mel Green, who we've already discussed. Well done, Mel, on securing that second crown. And in second place was competitor number 131, Jane Curry. What did you think of Jane?
Really nice, really good look. You know, she was competitive in the previous category as well in that bikini open. Her upper is quite hard, like her delts are quite vascular and full. Her legs are still a little bit soft, so she can bring her legs up just a little bit more without getting that upper body looking too hard. I think she'll continue to be competitive. And maybe even, you know, try and climb into that first spot. But she's just got to be careful she doesn't go too far with that upper body because it is quite hard. Yes,
I did see some pictures of her leading into the show and I thought, oh, is she doing bikini or bikini athletic because she was so lean in the upper body, but then the lower body was in line with bikini, and
Yeah.
she has to get her upper body so lean to bring the lower
Yeah.
into play. I know she's doing a follow-on show, and I said if you keep pushing that conditioning and get the lower leaner, try and maybe fill up more. I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm not a comp prep coach,
Yeah.
but try and fill up that bit
Yeah.
more to try and spill over that little bit in the upper body while
Yeah.
keeping it that bit more conditioning in the lower.
Yeah.
But again, beautiful bikini
Yeah.
colour choice on Jane. She's just beautiful on stage. And in third place, we had competitor 129, Mariana Riding. What did you think of Mariana?
Beautiful. Just a great look in general.
Mm.
Love the bikini. She's got such a nice smile too. Like she's just very, very easy to look at, essentially.
Yeah, beautiful.
Posed really well. She's still probably on that leaner side. She probably needs to tone the condition down a little bit if she wants to stay in pro bikini,
Yeah.
as opposed to moving into bikini athletic.
Yeah.
If she had a bit more size and maintained that condition, she's suiting athletic.
She
at
had amazing glutes.
in this division, she still ticked
Yeah.
enough boxes to be in the top 3. She was really, really impressive.
Yeah, I really loved her glutes in that side profile. Her glutes
Yeah,
looked
really full.
amazing. Very, very polished on stage. It's no secret she is a posing coach, and you
Yeah,
can see that in her stage presentation. So amazing. It's been like 8 years since Mariana has last competed, and she looked amazing. She has had 3 kids in like the space of 4 years. So
Unreal.
wow, to look like that.
Unreal.
What a great lineup for our Bikini 35 plus. So well done to all the ladies there. Then in our Pro Bikini 45 plus category, in first place was competitor number 129, Mariana Riding. Now that was a really emotional win for her. She was so beside herself to win that. She was shaking and crying, and I just loved seeing that moment on
it was
stage.
nice.
I know when Asher was presenting that crown, they had a little special moment together, and Asher was getting her to just soak that in, take a breath, relax, and be awarded that crown. And it was really special, I think. And she just looked stunning on stage. And in second place was competitor number 138, Adele Williams. What did you think of Adele?
Well, I have here noted good condition and just needs a bit more fullness in her lower body.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
agree.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful skin.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She looks very elegant on stage. She's quite tall. She just looked elegant as she walked forward on stage. I think she looked beautiful. And I agree, that bit more shape and curves.
Yeah.
And in third place was competitor number 112, Kasha Kaputa, who we already discussed did win the Bikini Athletic 35 plus, but still deserving of third place in the Bikini 45 plus lineup. Okay, moving on to our fitness categories. Fitness amateur, open category. In first place was competitor number 101, Judy Moses. Now, Judy also did a crossover into figure and was awarded a pro status in figure. What did you think of Judy?
Still like a little bit to work on, but you can tell she's on the right track. She's got a lot of muscle and a lot of density. She's got very, very nice shape, very good structure. Just to keep coming in leaner and keep adding on to that structure, because figure is obviously all about an hourglass frame, but then with insane condition on top of it. So she's got the structure, add some more muscle onto that structure, come in a little bit leaner.
Yeah. And I know she did lose quite a bit of weight coming into this show, so congratulations, Judy. And I think she is doing worlds, so that's going to be her pro debut. So I would just keep, from now for the next 6 weeks, pushing that level of conditioning
for sure,
for that pro debut. And as a little side note, Judy is also married to Michael Moses, who got the pro card in the men's fitness, which was really good to see.
That's a good moment.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Then we have the fitness 35 plus. And in that category, we had in first place competitor number 103, Samantha Langtree. And in second place, Judy Moses. Now, we've talked about both these athletes. Samantha was awarded a pro status in bikini athletic and Judy in figure. And so we didn't award a pro status for this category, but obviously we still have to place the athletes in that category. So they were both suited to the other categories where they were awarded the pro status. We've discussed figure pro fitness in first place, competitor number 106 and new Thailand pro champion, Hayley Perry. What did you think of Hayley?
Not an ounce of body fat on her. She was so shredded.
She was so lean.
She looked great. She could still get a bit fuller, a bit bigger for this category.
Yeah.
But the conditioning was just undeniable, and she still held herself, in such a good position on stage.
Yeah.
So.
Beautiful bikini, which I've found out she made herself. So well done.
Even more
Amazing
impressive.
job. Conditioning and dryness. And I think that she was lean, but then to bring that dryness as well, she just looked super shredded.
Yeah, there wasn't one area you could pick out to say like, oh, maybe a little bit more condition. No.
Yeah, but I just think maybe adding that more muscle density
Yeah,
overall.
she could actually afford to be just a touch softer if she wanted to be to get more
to
fullness,
fill out
like
more, yeah.
almost spill over a little bit.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, well deserved win there for Hayley. In second place, we had competitor 105, Ella Martin. What did you think of Ella?
Ella was good. She's been on the scene for a long time. So I've seen Ella compete a lot of times, and she looked good. She still needs to bring a little bit more condition in the lower body, maybe a little bit more in the midsection too. But she's always just had such a nice shape. Always presents herself on stage really well. So. And
I think huge improvements from last time I saw Ella on stage when she did her pro debut. Just in her whole presentation, she looked confident.
Yep.
She strutted forward to stage like she was there to present. I think the last time Ella was on stage, she maybe felt a little bit unconfident with how she was looking, and that showed through on stage. Whereas at this show, she knew what she was doing and just presented so much better on stage. And I know she did only decide 8 or 10 weeks out from this show that she was going to do the show. She was originally planning a later show. So to still come back looking that good on a shorter prep, she looked amazing. So I think between now and the New Zealand show to just keep pushing that conditioning.
Absolutely.
But well done, Ella. And in third place, we had competitor 104, Jade Marie McPhee. What do you think of Jade?
Jade is just a bit more lower body conditioning away from being like challenging for the top.
Definitely.
She's so impressive. If she wanted to, and I believe she won her pro card in figure.
Yes.
If she wanted to, she could just shred right up and go into figure. She's got so much muscle. She's got such an impressive shape. And she's just easy to look at on stage. She's just got a great overall look.
Yeah, definitely.
She just needs to bring in more condition. That's literally it. You got the muscle, you got the shape, you pose well. Add the final piece.
Yeah. And I think that bit more conditioning for fitness, but then if she wants to go into figure, that more conditioning again. But
and
she's
she
got a
did
ton of
come
muscle.
out in the night show. As soon as she hit that front pose, I was like, those lines weren't there this morning.
Yeah.
So, she peaked maybe a little bit better. Maybe she went away and ate a little bit more food, got a little bit drier and harder.
Yeah. And we do stress that to competitors. The majority of the judging is done at the night show. Like, yes, we do have our score sheets at the night show, but the majority is done at the morning show, so you need to make sure you're peaking for the morning show. But yeah, she's got an amazing look there.
Yep.
So then moving on to our Pro Fitness 35 plus, which was our last category for the evening. In first place, again, we had competitor 106, Hayley Perry. In second place, we had competitor number 105, Ella Martin. And in third place, we had Jade McPhee, who we've already discussed. So all amazing looking in the open fitness, but also doing the 35 plus fitness as well. Just looked amazing. And we also had our transformation category where we had Chantham, who we spoke about before when she did the bikini athletic. Well done and congratulations to that.
Yeah, fantastic transformation.
And that's a wrap-up of every category. That felt like so many.
Yeah,
it was an awesome show.
But there's so much to discuss because so many competitors were so good. So,
So I do believe the feedback link is now live. Now, it's really important if you are doing a follow-on show, you're doing New Zealand or Worlds, there is a comment section on the feedback request form to say, please mention that you're doing another show so that Joey doing the feedback will prioritise that if they are doing the follow-on show.
Yeah, if you're doing some earlier shows, make sure you note that in your feedback request so I can jump on top of it.
And we can pop the link in the comment section with this video or head to the FMG Thailand Instagram page and the link will be up there.
Beautiful.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.